On December 1, 1922, 16-year-old Wanrong was carried through Beijing in a phoenix sedan chair. Thousands watched as she was taken to marry Puyi, the last emperor of China. She had studied English, learned piano, and dreamed of a life far beyond palace walls. But this wedding was not her choice. That same night, Puyi entered their room, looked at her, and left. He never came back as a husband. Before all of this pain, Wanrong had a real chance at life. She was born Gobulo Wanrong on November 13, 1906, in Beijing. Her father, Rong Yuan, was a high-ranking Qing minister who believed daughters deserved the same education as sons. That belief was rare in her world. Wanrong lost her mother to childbed fever when she was only 2. A stepmother raised her, but her father still sent her to an American missionary school in Tianjin. There, she became fluent in English, played piano, and read everything she could find. She even chose the Western name Elizabeth, after Queen Elizabeth I. By the standards of her time, Wanrong was brilliant, beautiful, and modern. She should have been allowed to shape her own life. But in 1922, Puyi turned 16, and the old court decided he needed a wife. He was shown photographs and first chose a 12-year-old girl named Wenxiu. The dowager consorts refused that choice, saying Wenxiu was too young and not from a strong enough family. So Puyi married both girls. Wanrong became the primary consort, while Wenxiu became the secondary wife. Wanrong hated the arrangement from the beginning. Her brother Runqi later said palace eunuchs filled their home, trying to train her in court etiquette. She rebelled against the lessons and dreaded marrying a stranger. But she had no real choice. The wedding looked magnificent from the outside. Gold dragons, yellow brocade, crimson satin, and a city full of spectators turned her suffering into ceremony. Inside the palace, the truth was colder. Puyi would later describe his wives as furniture and tools. Wanrong entered the Forbidden City as an empress, but her marriage began with abandonment. And that silence would become the shape of her life.
Inside the Forbidden City, Wanrong tried to survive the life chosen for her. She loved jazz, Western food, photography, and small pieces of the modern world. She even taught Puyi how to use a knife and fork, but the palace still felt suffocating. Wenxiu lived only 70 meters down the hall, and jealousy never stopped. Then, in October 1924, everything collapsed again. A warlord named Feng Yuxiang staged a coup and forced the imperial family out of the Forbidden City. They were given only 3 hours to pack and leave forever. Wanrong, Puyi, and Wenxiu fled to Tianjin and settled in the quiet garden villa. For a short time, Wanrong seemed to breathe again. She went dancing, went shopping around Tianjin, and rode horses. But the rivalry with Wenxiu only grew worse. Both women fought for Puyi's attention and demanded the exact same gifts. Around this time, Wanrong's opium habit grew. She first used it for stomach pain and headaches. But Puyi encouraged her to keep smoking it. He believed opium made his intelligent, high-strung wife easier to manage. In 1931, Wenxiu reached her limit and filed for divorce. Puyi called it treason and blamed Wanrong for driving Wenxiu away. After that, he almost completely stopped speaking to Wanrong. His silence grew colder when he accepted Japan's offer in late 1931. Puyi agreed to become puppet emperor of a new state called Manchukuo. Wanrong knew it was a terrible idea and tried to stop him. When that failed, she tried to escape more than once. She begged visiting officials to help her flee, but no one helped her. In November 1931, the Japanese took her to Manchukuo anyway. By March 1934, Puyi officially became Emperor of Manchukuo. The Japanese deliberately excluded Wanrong from her own coronation, fearing she would humiliate Puyi on purpose. By then, she was isolated, watched, and desperate for human connection. She began affairs with two of Puyi's aides, Li Tiyu and Qi Jizhong. In 1935, Wanrong became pregnant, and the baby was definitely not Puyi's. She gave birth to a daughter, and the infant was taken from her arms immediately. Sources conflict about what happened next, but her daughter did not survive, and Wanrong's mind never recovered. After losing her daughter, Wanrong surrendered completely to opium. By 1938, she reportedly smoked 2 ounces of opium every day, plus 2 packs of cigarettes. She rarely left her bed. She stopped washing her face and her hair. She stopped appearing for birthdays and New Year's celebrations. Her body grew frail and thin, and her eyesight began to fail. She would peer at people through cracks in her fan because she could not see them clearly. Puyi considered divorcing her, but he feared political chaos. By then, they had not shared a meal in years. Then, in August 1945, the Soviet Union invaded Manchuria. Puyi abdicated his puppet throne immediately and chartered a plane to escape. His advisors told him there was not enough room for the women. So on August 16, 1945, Puyi flew away and left Wanrong behind. It was the last time they would ever see each other. It was also the last bit of luck she had left. Wanrong tried to run. She joined a group of royal women fleeing toward Korea. But in January 1946, Chinese communist guerrillas captured them. Wanrong was thrown into a prison camp in Yanji, Jilin. There, she went through full opium withdrawal with no medical care. Her fellow prisoners and the guards despised her as a Japanese collaborator. Some reports say she was put on display for crowds like a caged animal. A former empress had become a public spectacle. On June 20, 1946, Wanrong died. She was 39 years old. The cause was malnutrition and opium withdrawal. Her remains were never found. Puyi learned of her death years later from a letter, and he showed no emotion. He survived imprisonment, remarried, and later lived as a gardener and Forbidden City tour guide. Wanrong died alone on a prison floor, while Puyi died surrounded by people. In 2006, her younger brother Wenxiu finally held a symbolic burial for her at the Western Qing tombs. Puyi had given her a posthumous title in 1946, Empress Xiaqimen, meaning filial, dutiful, and lamented.